Hello, welcome to A Night at the Movies. I'm Corey.
And I'm Sarah.
We're married.
And we are going to be giving our reviews of different movies that have won Academy Awards or are considered classics.
We love movies. We love films. We want to react to films, and we want to have you come with us.
I came up with this idea to go ahead and do movie reactions, first of all, because I saw that it was actually something that you could do. It's like, oh, that's fun. And second of all, to kind of reignite this passion for movies that I used to have. I don't know about you. I know you've always had a passion for movies, but it just seems like it's dwindled over the years.
I watched more shows and series now than I have actual feature films.
Yeah.
And we want to watch a lot of classic movies that don't seem to get a lot of attention online.
But we also love theater. I'm a choreographer, show tunes and musicals. That's the type of choreography that I like to do. Corey went to film school. We both play instruments, play the guitar,
bass.
I play the flute. I used to play the violin, but only did 1 year of that. But I did major in music in college for a while. We love books. We love film. We love theater. We love music. So my genre is very much family-friendly, dancing, rom-com.
She likes girl movies.
Type of movies.
And I like guy movies.
Well, I don't like horror. I don't like horror at all. But I do like a dark comedy. I do like action. I loved all the Marvel films that I'm sorry, not all the Marvel films.
She likes the Infinity Saga. Let's put it that way.
Yes, very much so. And I definitely am a fantasy sci-fi type of person. We love to read novels. So going through this process of watching these movies from 1939 all the way through 2024, as of right now, since we're in 2025, I do want to be able to read some of the books that these movies were based off of. I don't think I've actually ever read The Wizard of Oz. But no, I know that it was based off of that book, and I want to say that I've read it.
I've read the original Pinocchio,
yeah,
if that counts for anything.
And we are going through different years. So we're starting out in 1939.
Why are we starting with 1939?
Oh, yes. We're starting... Originally, I was going to start with 1940. We didn't want to get into the old, like, silent films from the 1920s. But I realized that The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind are 1939, and they're very much classics. And my mom's absolute favorite movie is Gone with the Wind. And she would be very upset if we bypassed it by 1 year. Starting in 1939 with movies that have won Academy Awards in Best Picture, Best Director, Best Score. We did our own picks because there are some movies that I love that I would like my husband to watch that he has never seen. And
some movies that I love that I know she's going to hate, but that's fine. We'll find out if she has a good reason to hate them or not. Sarah's picks, my picks, other people's picks. Films that other people have not seen that we both have seen.
We've seen all of what we consider to be the classics, like all the Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and The Hobbits and Harry Potter and Jaws and all of those movies. And when we come to movies that both of us have seen, we are going to find somebody that has not seen the movie, so it's still a first-time reaction. Her name is Esther. I think she's going to be a regular on here. She also has not seen Wizard of Oz. And so she just...
Esther has not seen anything.
I'm excited to have her watch some of these classics that we grew up with. I mean, how often do you get to see somebody that is fully grown watch The Wizard of Oz for the first time? So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
So we're going back watching these Academy Award winning movies. And then we also looked at People's Choice for their top pick of movies for the year, because the Academy Awards is not always in line with what the people like. So we did choose the number one choice of every year of the People's Choice, and then classics. So I looked at stuff that has very classic lines like E.T. Phone Home, right? So maybe E.T. didn't win any awards. I think it did. I'm pretty sure John Williams won for the score, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right.
But if it didn't win an award, it would still be on our list because that is a very classic line.
Go ahead, make my day.
Here's looking at you, kid. I'll be back. You know,
Yes.
Those type of lines. We want to make sure that we hit those movies. So I just looked up the classic lines and what movie it was from, threw it on our list, made sure it was in the right year. So we're not doing all movies that have won Academy Awards. We're doing ones that won for Best Picture, Best Director and Best Musical Score. We love film scores, especially John Williams.
Alan Silvestri,
Yeah.
Danny Elfman.
John Williams is our absolute favorite.
We like John Williams.
We love John Williams.
We've seen him in concert
Six
times.
7 times. Yes.
The Hollywood Bowl concerts.
Yes. He did.
He's the maestro of the movies.
Maestro of the
The
movies.
maestro
We're a
of the
knight
movies.
at the movies.
We're not maestros.
However, I have written some music
Hey.
back in the day. So anything done by John Williams, whether or not it has won an Academy Award, and whether or not one of us has or has not seen it, we have added that to the list because I want to see all of John Williams' films and see what they are. And Steven Spielberg, we also love all of the movies that we've seen that we are aware of that he has directed. So I also went through and put all of his movies on the list.
Okay, 1939.
1939, here's all of our movies.
This is our starting year.
If you hear of any movies, or I guess if you don't hear of a movie on our picks and you think it's something that we should be watching, please put it in the comments and let us know. And let us know why you think we should be watching it. If it's a classic and why you think it's a classic. The first one, Gone with the Wind. So Gone with the Wind, again, my mom's favorite movie. Both of us have seen this. You've seen it once?
Gone with the Wind?
Yeah.
I've seen it all the way through once, and I've seen it in pieces on afternoon television numerous times.
I've seen it more times than I can count. I know all the characters by heart. So Gone with the Wind, definitely. And that one, Best Picture, Best Director, Actress, you name it, it won it.
Wuthering Heights.
Yes.
Neither of us have seen this movie.
Nope, neither of us has seen it, but it won Best Cinematography. And so we're going to be... And Alfred Newman is the composer. And we've been to a lot of John Williams concerts where he has... Is it Paul Newman?
No. It's
another Newman that he has on. So I'm wondering if this person is related.
It is. That's his father, I believe.
Or his grandfather, even.
No, I think it's his father.
Okay.
Hold on.
So...
it's not Randy Newman. He's his cousin.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to hear that because I know that John Williams has been trying to bring this other Newman in. And as much as the music is good, this person just doesn't have the same personality as John Williams to be taking over his shows that he did at the Hollywood Bowl. The next movie is Stagecoach, which did win for Best Score. And that was Richard Hageman. Neither of us have seen Stagecoach. I have no idea what it's about, who's in it, what genre it's even in. Do you know what genre Stagecoach is in?
Stagecoach seems to me it's going to be a Western.
That's what I was going to say. It sounds like it's a Western.
It also sounds like it could be a musical, seeing as how it's 1939.
I'd be so excited if it was.
Of Mice and Men.
So now as far as I know, you also have seen the remake of Mice and Men.
We watched the remake with Gary Sinise and Billy Bob Thornton, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the original a long time ago in high school because we had to read the book, but I've never seen the 1939 version, so that'll be fun. Goodbye, Mr. Chips. I don't know, for some reason, I think that's about a horse. Neither of us have seen it.
I think it's 1939's versions of comedies.
It won Best Actor, and so that's why we're watching this. Sam Wood was the director, and Richard Addinsell is the composer. We know nothing.
You got me.
We know nothing about this one. And the last one that we have...
The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. So we'll be watching that with Esther. It won for Best Score, and it is a classic. And so we're excited to be watching that. Obviously, it didn't win Best Actress because I think Vivien Leigh won for Best Actress in Gone with the Wind.
Well, you know so much about 1939.
The Wizard of Oz was up against Gone with the Wind, and so it didn't win as many awards as I think it would have won if it had just been made in another year. Because Gone with the Wind, I mean, you just can't beat it.
How the dice are rolled.
Yeah. And my pick for my husband that I wanted him to see is Little Princess. Yes, Little Princess, which was my pick for my husband to watch. I love Little Princess, and it's just adorable.
She also loves Shirley Temple.
Yes, I do. Shirley Temple is very, very sweet and adorable, and like, who doesn't love Shirley Temple?
We'll see.
So again, if there's nothing on the list. We'll put the list down in the description. And if you think that there's a movie from 1939 that should be added to that, please let us know in the comments and why it should be added. And we'll do our best to add it to that list. We love movies and we're excited to be doing this. I'm excited to watch films that I haven't seen before. I feel like nowadays, it's 2024 right now. No, 2025.
Wow.
It's January. It's 2025 right now. And,
Wow.
and the movies are just not that good. Like, we've really run into kind of a rut of finding good movies to watch. And so going through this whole process of starting back in 1939 and being able to see movies that we haven't seen and also see the progression of how movies are is really exciting to me. We will catch you guys. Thank you so much for watching this.